I have got the answer on the X-ray scanning on my brain. This is the last day in May, and 31 May 2024, and as I can read the papers of the medicine questions and answers. It's open for us here in Sweden to could read our own notes of what's going on with the doctor's hospital and X-rays. And my doctor have asked this question. He asked first if it was there were a tumor, but it was no tumor in the brain. That was very good. The second question was whether I have got lack of oxygen in the brain, like a old scar, or I had it just now, and it wasn't. And they also talk about dementia, that I didn't have any dementia, but a little. But it can cause of my old age now that I got a little. And I know my brain is not like before, that I need to think first before I talk, that I can say something wrong and I can stop it in my brain. The third question was if I had enlarged cavities in the brain where spinal fluid collects, and that is the most likely it is. And I have checked it out today, that some what they say, that they can know I have that. I have that because of other issues, but also that they saw that on the X-ray, that I have some room, some space in my brain that have been enlarged and cause spinal fluid to could be inside there, and that make it sounds like that because it's many times it's going it be worse, and then it's not so bad anymore, like it's going to one place and disturb the body, and sometimes it's not there. And the ears was one of the thing that told told the doctor that it can be spinal fluid. And I have no thinking about it. But when my daughter, in 1985, I couldn't give birth normally, and because I had high blood pressure and I had this toxin it can be when be pregnant, that I have lots of water in my body. My weight was very, very high up, and I was laying in the hospital 1 month before they could do C-section on me, and they pinch my back. They put in nerve medicine instead of let me sleep. So I was awake, and then I suddenly dropped the medicine, and suddenly I felt everything. I was open in my stomach, but they have taken out my daughter and clean her up. But the doctor had to clean me up inside me. And when he started to do that, everything was going out from me. And I started to kick and screaming that he hurt me. And then the doctor that had he put in this nerve medicine in my spinal fluid, and he be so nervous, so he pushed too much medicine inside me, and then I wake up. I was down, and I wake up, and the nurse that was sitting and check out my blood pressure, she say very frightened, we thought we have lost you. So I was dead, but I was wake up and survived the whole thing. But it could have been that I died when I gave birth to my daughter. And there, because I started to be bad in my body, I never lose the weight. I have done that now a little, because I changed my eating, but I never come to be so slim as I was before I got her, and it has stayed there. So this can be for decades, it says. I have checked it out. It doesn't need to come immediately. It's going slowly, this fluid and going up to the brain and find the space that is need to have, and that causes every problem. And this is a rare condition. It's like 5 people in 1 million. So it's very rare. So I hope my doctor understands this, that it's have going on since 1985, that it's fill up the spinal fluid, didn't heal from the wound that he make. It maybe have going good if it wasn't that he be scared because I got so high blood pressure, so I died, and he took in too much medicine inside my body, and that have caused problem. And I understand that now, because just now I have very much pain in my back, but it's not in the spinal, it's on the side of the spinal, in both of the side, going from the bottom to the top. Very much pain, but I don't take any painkiller because of my pancreas. And the pancreas have maybe be caused of that. It's maybe was a place where the spinal fluid could come in too. So it's very strange, but I'm glad that they find what's the problem are, and I hope they will help me to be free from it, because it works to heal it. They must put something over the hole that where the spinal fluid can flow in to those hole, and they need to find where the hole are. But I'm going to tell my doctor. I have not told him, because 1985 is a long time ago. But it says that about it, that it can be in decades before we understand that something is wrong. So we'll see. It was my first X-ray in my brain, and when I talked to the nurse that did the X-ray, and I asked her how many sorts of brain X-ray can they do, and she said it was 4 X-ray they can do on the brain. So this was my first. I maybe will have 3 more, and I hope 3 more, because I want them to know what it is. But that when I read about it, it doesn't say anything about the blood sugar, but it is like it have with the blood sugar to do also. It's in fact is inflammation everywhere when the spinal fluid doesn't have that rhythm. It should fluid inside the body in a regular speed and these things, and it doesn't do that on me. I suppose it is this that he will say something about it. I wanted only to tell you this because also when I was I was traveling far away, and I'd be tired in my brain and body, so it take about 2 days for me to come back from loss of energy. So I sleep a little, and then I wake and up and sleep and wake up. I have this until it's been normally, and so it is going over. Now it's June, because it's over midnight, but I wanted to tell you what's going on with me, and maybe I got a letter next week from my doctor what to do with it. But it is normally it should not be life-threatened, but it will be life-threatened if they don't start to do something with it. And I'm not telling the doctors that I had already the knowledge about the brain, that it's in the brain where I have the problem, and not about what I eat. And I don't drink any alcohol. I am not drinking alcohol for 30 years, and I have never smoked. And so that's... But they need to find it out. And my diabetes nurse, she gave up now. So I think she have seen the X-ray result. So she was not so much on me, and she never gave me back one more of this Libre 3 sensor to see what's going on with the blood sugar. I never got it. So she must have known that it was not what I eat, it was in my brain, as I had told them from the start. But I didn't know what kind of error it was in the brain. So this surprised me about this spinal fluid going into my brain and doesn't go back. It stay there and it push on, and they had some say it was the covering of the brain was had a little white around it, so it's not so good in the brain, so that they need to do some surgery and take this maybe a pipe and a shunt inside my brain, so the fluid can go out from the brain and it's going into the body and disappear. But that's for a lifetime. But it doesn't matter when I'm so old. I don't do young things. That I live my life more slowly than when I was young, so I'm not worried about it. I listen because it starts to be very bad weather outside. It's very hard wind. So it's time for me to stop here, and I'm going to bed now. But you know what it is. It doesn't need to be life-threatening. It can be okay. It's will be taken care of. God is going to take care of it. Everything is going to be repaired as I was praying about, and it's what it happened now since 85, and it's going to repair now. So it should be wonderful to get it. So thank you for listening, and God bless you, and of course me also. It's including everyone.